So I'm gonna try to say this in as least racist way as possible, but I cannot tell the difference. I can barely tell the difference between the Japanese glass and the Chinese glass. So hey guys, I wanted to make a video comparing the Primary Arms PLXc scope, which is this, which I've had mounted on my, trusty old SIG 556 over here. I made a video comparing this to the EOTech Voodoo first focal plane, which was, kind of interesting because that's the first focal plane versus second focal plane. But I wanted to make another video comparing this against, the budget version of it and kind of see how much better this is for $1,400, $1,300 versus the Primary Arms SLX. Also 1:8, I think it's a 1:8. You know what? We'll find out when we open the box. I'm not gonna look this up. Cool, okay, so let's get into it. This is the box. We gotta rip this thing open. I don't know why people are into this. This is kind of weird. So, okay, wait, so I thought, yeah, this is the 1:6, not a 1:8. Actually, I have the other box over here for the PLX. See, it's bigger, so then, but it's better. Okay, cool. Get a lifetime warranty. Cool. Well, it's a $300 scope, so like whatever. Nova. Cloth. Drugs. And the scope. Okay, cool. Okay, I swear, if this one already has a battery in it, does it? Because the other one had a battery included already. So let's find out, shall we? Actually, we'll figure this out together. Where's the... There it is. Boop. Oh, look, there we go. Batteries included. Yeah, I had a decent amount of people in the comments on my first video saying the SLX is gonna suck compared to the PLXc, and I think they're right. I mean, I don't know, it just the build quality seems a little cheaper. I don't know, it's something about the finish. It's like a high-end Star Wars toy from the early 90s. I don't know. I mean, hang on, I don't want to insult late 90s Star Wars toys, but I mean, I'm just saying, I'm trying to put this into a perspective that, I understand at least. Nobody else does. Okay, so there's the two side by side. We'll mount that in a minute. I'll put that over here. So let's look at these two together here. PLXc, it's kind of more of a matte finish here. And then this is it's more, I don't know, satin almost. I mean, am I like totally just making that up? Maybe. I don't know how this camera works. Yeah, no, it definitely reflects a little more. But whatever. I mean, no one's buying this for how reflecty is the scope. Yeah, let's look at the throw levers. 1X on the PLXc faces that way. 1X on the SLX faces that way. So that's 6X, and then this is 8X. It's all on the top half of the ring. I think that's more of a preference. So the PLXc throw lever, I mean, it's pretty smooth, a little tough. And then the SLX, I mean, it's definitely softer. We have the Diopters. Okay, so the Diopter, yeah, that moves, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, this one's a little tighter. So I just shot the glass clarity footage, and the the SLX, it was a little off center. I just realized, but that's okay. Just tilt your head to the side a little bit. I don't know. So we've got this turret. Cool. Okay. So yeah, there's a little bit of play here, but still a definitive click. And then on the elevation, pull that off. It's kind of the same. I mean, there's a little bit of play there. And then, you know, pretty good clicks without a ton of resistance. Okay, so yeah, so the turrets on the PLXc, they are definitely tighter and you need a little more force to turn compared to the SLX. And then same on the elevation turret. Yeah, and then the brightness adjustment on the PLX, you know, we've got, it goes up to 10. There's 10 adjustments, and then in between each adjustment is an offsetting. SLX, on the other hand, now this is where, you know, this is important, right? Because this thing goes all the way up to 11, which, I mean, obviously I'm kind of being stupid about it, but I will say, like the SLX legitimately gets a good bit brighter. I mean, you can just see this thing is, this is cranked up to 11, and that's how bright it is, and then this is 10. I mean, that's 10. That's max brightness on the PLXc, and then max brightness on the SLX. I mean, it's significantly brighter. So it's not to say this is not bright. I mean, this is plenty bright. I would say this is very comparable to my Romeo 8T in terms of brightness. So it's as bright as you need. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the externals. We'll hop over to the glass clarity and take a look at that as well. Okay, so this is the 1X on the PLXc. And I'm just looking around at this, I don't know what this is. I guess we're planting some kind of vineyard or something, structure along this back wall. The prior owners of my house had put that up, and I just now realized that it's great for testing out scopes with, because it will, you know, we can see how flat the image is based on how warped or not that grid pattern gets, which, you know, it's mostly flat, but there definitely is a little bit of warping, like kind of on the sides. Well, actually, no, I lied. I mean, I don't know, that looks pretty good. Like, you can see it doesn't bow too much. But I guess it does a little bit, is my point. So it's mostly flat, but there is a little bit of, I guess, distortion there. Let's back it up, and I'll kind of look off into the, you know, walls of this apartment here in a second for the 8X. But yeah, we can see kind of distance, what that looks like. And then we can crank this up, and I might have to adjust the eye box on it, but here is 8X. And that's about, I don't know, 100 meters away maybe. Okay, so here's the 1:6 SLX. And I mean, I don't know, initial impressions, I mean, it looks pretty crisp. I have it mounted in effectively the exact same spot. This is actually the same Midwest Industries mount. I did not put it on that other GLX mount just because I wanted it to be at the exact same height. Honestly, I'm pretty surprised with how good this is. I mean, the 1X performance, which is really what I was wanting to get, was a good 1X. You know, that can go up to 6X. I mean, honestly, yeah, this, like, even the detail kind of on the leaves over here is pretty impressive.
I guess I can lock focus. Let's do that. Okay, cool. So yeah, so I don't know, and I'm trying to see like this lamp, is that going to go out of, or is that metal getting bent or warped near the edge? Not really. I mean, on either edge. What about the top of it? Is that getting warped? Well, let me adjust my... Not really. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is a pretty flat image, guys. For whatever, literally a fourth the price. So this is 6. That's what 6X looks like. Yeah, let's look at 6X because that's also, the SLX only goes up to 6. So this might help compare. And then let's see, 4X is right here. And then 2X. And then 1X. In perfect timing, now my electricity bill is increasing.
So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Between the PLXc and the SLX, I am having a hard time telling the difference between the Japanese glass and the Chinese glass. That is, purely a statement about glass. That's not me trying to say anything. There may be a bigger difference, and I assume there probably is, in durability between the PLXc and the SLX. I'm not testing that. I have not tested that, but I mean, just doing kind of a first thoughts test on the SLX. I mean, it seems to be very comparable. I mean, I look at the footage, guys. I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, it's pretty wild how good this is. The SLX is compared to the PLX. Maybe there's a difference in its ability to hold 0. The PLX, I've shot it about 1,000 rounds so far through a few of my, SIG 556 videos, just running around with this. I had it mounted on this, and I have done a bunch of drills on it, more up close, sub 50 meter shooting with it on the SIG 556, and it's done incredibly well on that for the PLX. I have not yet mounted the SLX to shoot it yet. That's going to be a future range day for that. But, I just kind of wanted to put together a quick comparison video for the two, just because I was honestly planning to shoot this video and say, yeah, this thing sucks. But now I'm like, this is actually like really good. So, and again, my philosophy of use for this scope is more of, I want something that can handle sub 100 meters with excellence, and then it can go up to 200 or 300 meters. It's not like, but that's not the primary use for it. If I want to go plinking at 200 or 300 meters, like, sure, in a pinch, just flip it over and we'll figure it out. So for that very casual philosophy of use, I don't see a huge advantage to the PLX over the SLX, just given how simple my goals are, for shooting. So, I mean, if this thing holds 0 repeatably, and, can take somewhat of a beating, I don't want to overhype it, but I mean, this is pretty impressive for what it is. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I'm crazy. I don't know. I mean, it seems pretty impressive. Yeah, and I'm not gonna knock the PLXc. I mean, this is obviously a great scope, and I compared it to my EOTech Voodoo, and it performed very well. You know, just comparing glass quality between this and the EOTech Voodoo, this is amazing. So this is definitely good quality glass. And then the SLX compared to the PLX is similar. So that's all I'm getting at is like, you know, if this is $1,000, then like this is basically free. So if you're looking to get a good entry scope, I mean, for sure the SLX is a good one to start with.